Good morning, dear students. I welcome you all for today's online class. Today, let's study some topics of figures of speech. Some 5 topics I have already covered in 9th standard. Today I am going to continue the remaining part of the figures of speech. So today let's start with this topic. What is the topic? Synecdoche. What is synecdoche? See, synecdoche is a type of figures of speech which is commonly used in first language, and it is mostly described as a whole of a part. So for example, like hands, new faces, souls. When you solve the different examples, you will come to know, children. So what it is? It is described as a replacing a whole with a part when referring to something such as item, situation or place, amongst other things. Okay. Synecdoche can be used as a literary device in order to refer to a whole by just referencing a part of that thing. Let's see some examples so that it will be clear. I have 4 mouths to feed at home. You can see here 4 mouths is underlined and a description is also given here. Mouths, parts of people, and people, the whole. The strings were praised for their excellent performance. Strings, parts of a violin, violins or violinists, the whole. Check out my new wheels. This is wheels. Wheels means it's a parts of a car, the whole. Have you got an idea now? I hope you have understood. Let's solve some more examples. The word sails is often used to refer to a whole ship. Sails means, children, the object, the thing which sails. So it is related to the sea and ocean. And sails, the word sails is a whole part. And to whom it is referred? It is referred to ship. The phrase hired hands can be used to refer to workers. Hired hands. You can see here the one who works, one who is hired for works. They are none other than workers. The word head can refer to counting cattle or people. Okay. Now see some more examples. The word bread can be used to represent food in general or money. For example, he is breadwinner. Music is my bread and butter. Just focus on this word, children, bread. And you can see how in example it is explained here. Music is my bread and butter means whole. Means he survives on that. It's a profession. The word wheels refers to a vehicle. This has been already explained in the first example. The word boots refers to soldiers. Okay. If the world is not treating you well, that would not be the entire world, but just a part of it that you have encountered. Okay, my whole world is disturbed. For example, if this example comes, the whole world is disturbed. It doesn't mean that the world is disturbed. Means maybe a part of your schedule is disturbed. The word society is often used to refer to a specific sector of society. The word police can be used to represent one or several officers. Pentagon often refers to a few decision-making generals. If someone says the restaurant was lovely, they either mean the wait staff, the food or the environment. When people say the New York Times printed a new story, they mean one specific journalist wrote a new piece. Here are some more examples, children. Crown in a place of a royal person. We will swear loyalty to the crown. Means maybe a king is referred here, royal person. The White House or the Oval Office used in place of the president or White House staff. The White House will be making an announcement around noon today. Means the staff who is there, the staff which is there in the White House will be making an announcement. Just a whole part referring with one word. Did you get it, children? Same like collective noun you can say. But collective noun refers to a specific term which is referred to a particular group. Okay. But here it is referred to a whole part. Suits in a place of business people. If we don't get these reports in today, the suits will be after us. Means the business people will be after them if they won't prepare a report. The pig house to refer to prison. My brother was just released from the pig house. Silicon Valley to refer to the tech industry. Silicon Valley is constantly pushing the boundaries in innovation. See, we say sometimes Bangalore is a silicon city. Why we say it? Because it is an industrial area where we find many of the software companies. So it's a kind of a name given to the whole part. Are you understanding now? By next example, you may understand very well. Hollywood to refer to the film industry. It seems like people will do whatever Hollywood says is cool. So whenever you take Hollywood name, what picture comes to your mind? You will understand that it's a entertainment area or entertaining area where actors and actors will be working. Hand for help. Can you give me a hand carrying this box up the stairs? Tongue. Used in place of language. I couldn't understand them because they spoke in their mother tongue. Brass. Used in place of high-ranking officials. Look lively. The top brass are coming from an audit today. New blood. Used in place of new people, fresh ideas. The team needs some new blood of its going to win next season. I hope you have understood all the examples, children. If you have any doubt, you can ask me later. Now, the question which you are seeing on the screen, this question, the question you are watching on the screen, this question has been asked in recent SSLC exam, the exam which was conducted in 2020. What is this? I saw new faces in the party. The figure of speech used here is synecdoche. Can you identify the word here which is synecdoche? I saw new faces in the party. This new faces is synecdoche, children. And what it refers to? Can you guess? Try to guess it. Yes. See, I saw new faces means I saw new people in the party. Okay. Now let's recollect the concepts which we have already learnt in 9th standard. This concept is already finished, but still I thought to repeat it so that the things which you have forgotten in lockdown, maybe this video will help you to recollect all the things. Okay. Personification. What is personification? Giving human qualities to animals or objects. Like for example, the stars winked at me means you are attributing the human qualities and characteristics to the non-living objects. And which is non-living object here? The stars. The stars will be twinkling. Do they wink? No, not at all. Just we are treating them as living beings. Okay. So what happens here in the example? The stars winked at me. See, some more examples. The thunder roared in the evening. The thunder, the storm. Giving human characteristics to non-human things. Leaves dancing across the lawn. So whenever it starts raining, the leaves will be dancing, the trees will be dancing. Does it happen, children? Do they leave their place and dance? No, nothing at all. Just an explanation. By this example, it will be clear. The sun peeked happily from behind a cloud. The trees danced back and forth in the wind. The car happily squealed down the highway. It was time to go home, but the bell refused to ring. The warm fireplace seemed to be calling my name. The angry sky roared and threw lightning around. The gentle wind softly kissed my cheeks as I walked. The delicious smell of cookies pulled me to the kitchen. That chocolate ice cream cone is really tempting me. I can see that news travels quickly. Few more examples. Lightning danced across the sky. The wind howled in the night. The car complained as the key was roughly turned in its ignition. Rita heard the last piece of pie calling her name. My alarm clock yells at me to get out of bed every morning. The avalanche devoured anything standing in its way. This is another topic, that is simile. When we use simile, how to identify simile? See, when in the word like and as is used, and simile usually it is a comparison. It is a comparison done with something or somebody. Like for example, you can see here, she floated in like a cloud. It's as cool as the backside of the pillow. The students were as busy as bees. Some more examples. The glow of the tube light was as bright as the sunshine. In winter, when it rained, he climbed into bed and felt as snug as a bug in a rug. At exam time, the high school student was as busy as a bee. The beggar on the road looked as blind as a bat. When the examination finished, the candidate felt as light as feather. When the teacher entered the class, the 6th grade students were fighting like cats and dogs. The diplomat said the friendship of the two countries was as deep as the ocean. Now this is metaphor. Even this metaphor is also used to compare between two relative unlike things. But only thing is, you are not using like and as, how you use in simile. For example, the road was a ribbon wrapped through the desert. It's a comparison. It was just like a ribbon. But like and as words are not used. Keep in mind. The snow is a white blanket. It is also a comparison. But only thing is, the two words which I mentioned are not used. He is a shining star. Her long hair was a flowing garden river. Tom's eyes were eyes as he stared at her. The children were flowers grown in concrete gardens. Life is a roller coaster. Their home was a prison. His heart is a cold iron. The sun is a golden ball. The clouds are balls of cotton. The lightning was fireworks in the sky. That lawn is a green carpet. The stars are sparkling diamonds. That's all for today's session, children. My intention was to clear some important concepts of figures of speech. There are some other important concepts of figures of speech which I will discuss later. Try to make different examples in synecdoche and all these three figures of speech also. So what all concepts we learned today? Synecdoche, simile, personification and metaphor. Try to write at least 20 examples in each. If you have any doubt, you can ask me later. Till then, have a nice day. Meet you in the next session. Thank you.